war never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
It's sad to think that this was probably the extent of the dialogue in the whole game. As we know, there are going to be no other NPCs apart from other players. I'm sure we'll meet the odd robot with a good story to tell at some point, but in terms of voice acted content, it's going to be nowhere near as much as we saw in Fallout 4. Instead, I think Bethesda are relying on the players themselves to make their own stories. But I actually found the trailer as a whole pretty interesting. It appears that the idea of Vault 76 was to recruit the smartest people among us. Sadly, that kind of means that I won't be able to play the game. But we can see that in the trailer, the participants are actually being taught skills, teaching one another the needed skills for surviving in the wasteland and the different mechanics and how everything works. So I'd imagine Vault 76 to basically be like a tutorial that goes through the basic mechanics of the game. So you make your character, you go through these tutorials, and then finally you're allowed out into the wilderness to be killed by Big Mama 22. Lore-wise though, I thought it was pretty funny because obviously you would think that the backstory and the purpose of every single vault in America should be like this. The human population going underground and then repopulating the earth and making sure everything's fine and civil once they come out of the vaults. But no, if you've played any Fallout game, you'll know that each vault has a disturbing scientific experiment going on, and the vault dwellers are in fact test subjects within. So I actually really hope that this is just some kind of government advertisement and actually there's a dark story within Vault 76. So far, we do know that the Vault Overseer is actually supposed to be giving you a main story or quest line to follow, but I don't know if that's going to be more sandbox-like or an actual campaign story. I guess we'll find out in a month. But to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by the graphics and like the faces and character models of the people in the game. In fact, I actually almost think they look worse than Fallout 4. I'm sure we can change the graphics slightly and improve them over time, especially when it comes to us getting our own private servers and modding everything we like. But I guess as this is an online game and Bethesda want to appeal to a mass audience, they've gone for a performance-friendly method, so as many people can play on the lesser systems. You know, not everyone owns a gaming PC. But some of the faces just look a little bit weird. And guys, I've just done a video talking about the beta and the purpose of it. So if you want to check that out, it's linked in the description below. It goes over all the dates and exactly when you'll be able to play, because the beta's actually going to be a temporary stress test thing, which means the servers won't be constantly on. They're only going to be on for periods of time. If you want to check out more about that video, I'll leave it linked at the top of the description for you. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the trailer like me, and I will see you on the battlefield. Don't let these trailers mislead you guys. This is going to be a bloodbath. You might see everyone all happy and stuff, but that's before you leave the vault. As soon as you go into that wasteland, you'll find me impersonating Preston. And I will bug you so much that you will want to shoot me. And I'm not going to fight you back, guys. It's all a part of my passive-aggressive roleplay, guys. But if you guys genuinely want to play with me, subscribe, press the bell icon. I'll be live streaming every single day, so you guys can literally just come and hop on my server and join in. Because I have no friends. But not really many friends who are going to be playing this myself, so, you know, come and hop on and join in the fun.